Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the McGonagall Boxing Podcast. So, it was a busy night of boxing, of course it was. The Boxer held event, UGAS Spence, we'll touch upon that in the next episode of the podcast. But this episode is based on, for me, the best of action last night. Conor Benn absolutely smoking Van Heerden, as I predicted on his podcast. Van Heerden, just too inactive, too old, too ring rusty, not enough threat, not good enough. Don't often agree with Eddiehearn. I do agree with him in the fact that Conor Benn's too good for these guys now, the gatekeepers of the world level, the fringe world level, you know, the 10 and 11 and 12 ranked welterweights. He's top 5. And, you know, I heard people say, oh, there's a gunslinging contest, the first round, what would Spence, what would UGAS, what would yada, yada, yada. All I'm going to say is, yeah, you know, Ben does like to engage, but, you know, he seems to be thick, he seems to be strong now, much stronger than when he first started, 3-4 years ago. Thick set. He's a big welterweight now. He's full, he's strong, his legs thickened out, stronger, he can take a punch. But what I would say, obviously, it's not good to take a punch, and he always gets the better of it. A firefight, he always seems to come out better. He always seems to be on the front foot after that exchange. He's landing the cleaner work, more damaging work. So it's advantage Ben. And to be honest with you, he really bullied Van Heerden. It took him a few minutes to get used to obviously the different angles, different look of a southpaw. And quite rightly, he never faced one before in competitive action. But as soon as he sussed him out, it was game over. And what a beautiful, and that's what I was saying about his right hand. But he can punch with either hand, but he times that right hand exactly like he did with Algieri, and bang, when Van Heerden on the ropes as expected, and Van Heerden just got no game once he gets backed up on the ropes. He crumbled under Spence, he crumbled even quicker with Ben. Just goes into his shell and just like a sitting duck. It's not Mayweather-esque at all, is it? Doesn't ride the punches, takes them full flush. And that's it. Didn't have any weapons, didn't have anything, Van Heerden. Very disappointed with him. If I was him, I would look to maybe have one more fight, just because he'd probably want to end on a better note than that, and then retire, because he's not anywhere near the level of a world title challenger. Certainly not a world title. Ben is though, and he's in the top 5 of all governing bodies now, and I don't see anyone beating him except the big 2. Spence and Crawford, and even Spence got wobbled, as I said he would do, against UGAS last night in round 6. UGAS just didn't put the foot on the gas, and that was ultimately what hurt him most, because Spence came back in the fight, and obviously due to the eye damage, it was TKO victory. Otherwise I'm sure UGAS would have seen the final bell. But apart from Crawford and Spence, who beats him? UGAS has been beaten now, beaten badly. I think Ben goes through him. I think Ennis is obviously up and coming, but he's still very young himself. Ben is there and there. He's ready to take over the welterweight division, I'm telling you now. I mean, once Crawford and Spence get it on and probably end up finishing each other, I mean, it's Ben's time, I'm telling you. His progress, his hunger, he's getting better and better. And the Tanu Sims, he studies fighters, he trains hard, he's always in good condition, he's getting more spiteful. He could become a unified champion of the world. I really believe that with Conor Benn. Absolutely devastating. And obviously he's a fan favourite as well. He gets the crowd on their toes. He's going to be a big pay-per-view star. He knocks people out now. He's got the power, he's got the strength, he's got his man strength. He's going to be a big pay-per-view star on both sides of the Atlantic now. As for calling Amir Khan out, he got Amir Khan in the ring, didn't he, post-fight? I think that was very much just sort of gesturing, really. I don't think Khan wants any part of Benn. I can't blame him. He's an old fighter now. He probably wants the biggest payday for the lowest risk. He doesn't want a young lion who could seriously hurt him. And I think Benn would knock Khan out in the first round. It would be that clinical now. So I don't blame Amir Khan. He doesn't deserve to go out like that. He's been a great servant and world champion. And it was clear, wasn't it, post-fight, that I think he's not going to retire. But I don't think he wants any part of Benn. So it was just very much for show and profile getting Benn Khan in the ring afterwards. But he did deserve to get booed. Khan, very disappointed with the Mancunians fans for that, because he's been a great servant of British boxing. He's gone out on his shield all the time, even against the Brook fight, gone out on his shield. Didn't deserve to get booed, but it was nice to see Conor Benn get cheered. He's a fan favourite. He's going to be a big star, and I'll tell you what, he's going to take some stopping. Absolutely annihilation, as predicted, against Van Heerden. He punches hard with both hands, but that right hand, when he times you, it's night. He's thicker, he's stronger, thicker set, and like I say, he's going to take some serious stopping now. Conor Benn, he's got 5, 6, 7 years left at the top. Exciting times. I think we're going to have another unified British world champion in the next 2 years. Conor Benn, take it back.